Maybe it's 'cause I didn't want to say anything. What's up, Chuck? How you doing tonight? Oh, not too bad. Figured I'd play with some dry brushes. Oh, one of those weeks. Is this time change screwing with you as much as it is me? Work is stupid, dude. Well, that's good. I mean, about the dry brushing part. I mean, if you want, I can start painting little trees. Might help out a little bit. Alright, so that dry brush ain't gonna fit in there. Next brush. You sure you don't want any little happy trees? And that would be a husky hair. My other brushes. What do you mean, my other brushes? Thanks, Josh. Really appreciate it, dude. Hey, Chuck.
Hello. And then I realized, like I said, I actually got a brain cell to work and realized I have access to Discord.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that other people may not want to listen.
Oh, that's too bad then. They can go anywhere else. Oh, I hear movement upstairs. I hear people on the stairs. I'm being invaded.
I was gonna say, is it the dog?
No, just Kendall.
Then you said people, and I'm like, maybe that's not the dog.
What,
Yeah.
this cute little thing right here? Is that who you're being invaded by?
Yep, that's right. You nailed it on the head, Kendall. Sorry, I didn't need them.
Thought you needed a smaller dry brush.
I have smaller ones than that.
Okay.
Oh. You know, if I would have used an airbrush, I'd be done with this by now. It's that gluttony for punishment, I tell you, man. Definitely gives it a different effect, though.
I was gonna say, but you know, wouldn't have that personal touch.
Exactly. Well, that,
Some people are like,
and you know, like scenery, it's like, obviously I don't want my colors to be like pristine. I want them to be like they've been out in the elements for a while. So it's like I gotta paint cleanly, but not cleanly at the same time.
paint like it's been outside for 10 years
Exactly.
or more. And a wild Kendall has appeared.
Yes, as I'm upstairs putting Poxwalkers together, I can still be a part of the stream
Yay!
and playing Bravely Default.
Let's leave a little bit of that black in there for some shadows.
I like how it has a giant dent. Actually, several giant dents.
There we go. Now I can hear you. Music was a little loud in my ears.
That's it.
So what's up, now?
I said I love how that has like giant dents in it.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember seeing those in the Games Workshop official photo. That's why I'm kind of sad.
Well, I mean, that was one of those. We went up to the our local game store to purchase, you know, some paint and kind of restock. And I was just sitting there. It's like, man, I really want to play. You know, cardboard boxes only go so far for scenery. So I happened to run across that the set with this. It's like 4 or 5 buildings, all the pipes and all that stuff. I was like, nope, sold.
Yeah, I was just talking to or chatting, I guess, with Dustin about that yesterday. Yeah, I was talking about, I haven't painted anything. I haven't assembled anything since I purchased stuff.
That also reminds me, is Josh watching the stream?
I would say so since he shared it. You know, I don't know for sure. Josh, can you hear us? Send up smoke signals if you can hear us, Josh.
Because I just want to let him know I should start streaming tomorrow his heavy gear. Heavy gear what's? Yeah.
Well, I mean, we got him on Discord. You can always message him.
If I don't hear from him by tonight, I'll reach out because I still need those colors.
Yeah,
So
he
I
sent me
remember to
some.
paint.
He sent me a list of colors in my email. I'll have to get that over to you.
Okay. But how are you, Chuck?
Doing well. Not a great week, like I posted in the chat. Ready
I
to
saw.
write it off already. So it's like, it was it was bad yesterday. Like I said, I was talking to Dustin. I'm like, you know, I was sitting here at my computer desk, like keyboard within reach, but everything else pushed back. I have model bits all over the place. Like, you know, I just wanna roll dice. Push little plastic guys across the stinking table. And he's like, whoa, easy. I'm like,
You just reached that point.
yeah, it was just like, okay, you know, I've had it up to my eyeballs and I'm done. I'm writing this off.
Yeah.
This week no longer exists in my eyes.
That's right. You know, went to work today and got worse. And I'm like, nope, checking out.
Sorry.
Nah, it's work. That's why they don't call it play. I mean, but there are just days.
I can't say anything.
Yeah, well, you know, you're one of the lucky ones. You actually can say, well, you can even say though, you know, I'm really tired of painting at times.
Yeah.
And I would say, you know, I get that. But no, it's like I said, it was just a couple weeks. Well, about 3 weeks ago, we found a leak in our wall. Our bathroom is still tore up.
That's
Tomorrow to finally fix it.
never good.
Dealing with insurance companies, both medical insurance as well as homeowners insurance. Dealing with doctors because I'm not medical. Just this whole week has just been a giant ball of fun. So,
Doesn't sound like it.
anyway, but enough about my personal problems. Like I saw you guys on. I'm like, I'm going to join. And like I said, I was typing, and I'm like, I'm sitting there typing to you, looking at my Discord, talking to someone else in Ireland, and I'm like, this is idiotic. I can actually talk to them.
Yeah.
Okay. Life has finally brought me down to its level. I am stupid.
Those extra brain cells finally died off on you.
Yeah, I found one. Go ahead.
And soon you guys may be also getting a stream on Mondays, because I've been thinking about it. So Zap's probably going to start working on Space Wolves on a Friday.
Mhm.
And I'm thinking maybe on Mondays I'll start doing my Sisters of Battle. So, Mondays are days off for me, so
Okay.
I have Celestine, her 2 girls, and a hospitaliter put together and waiting.
Cool. I'm kind of interested. I don't follow metas because I play for fun. Yes, I like to win. Everybody likes to win. Everybody agrees losing sticks. Got it. But saying that, I like to have fun. And everybody in the meta says a hospitaller isn't worth it, but I'm kind of wondering if it is. Because I might buy Sydney one at some point. Again, she needs to play more before I buy her more.
Yeah.
See,
Turkey.
the way I look at that with other metas and stuff like that, it just means somebody hasn't found a meta to work it with yet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
How I think of it, like, everything's worth it. You just need to figure out in what way does it work.
How can I use this to the best of its ability?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm gonna run it out in front of a Tau gun line. That is not it.
Ozzy. I know I'm on the couch, but mommy is still working.
I'm about to give in here and break out my airbrush.
Oh, by the way, before I forget it, I will probably get your Space Wolves out to you tomorrow's Wednesday, probably Thursday. So,
The priests.
yeah, the 2 priests.
Awesome.
More mix-ups and shipping.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Tell them the fun
So-
story with that.
So we got a message from one of our other customers who does large orders with us. Like, he's slowly doing parts over time. And he's like, well, I got some orders from Games Workshop that should be to you on Tuesday. So I'm like, okay, cool. And Jesse's keeping me updated. And I hear rustling outside. I open the door and it's UPS. He's like, yeah, I got your side door. I'm sorry. I'm like, no, it's okay. I'll just go grab it. And I open it and it's this large HP box. I'm like, is Games Workshop now repurposing boxes? And so, awesome. And we don't actually know how many this person ordered.
Right.
So I pull it in and it's heavy as hell. I put it up on my counter and I open it and I see all these little boxes. I'm like, wow, are they packing things individually now? I pull it out and I open it and it's an HP docking station. And I'm like, what? So I look at all the other boxes. I don't open them. I just pick them up. And they all say HP docking stations. And I'm like, what? So I text the customer. He's like, yeah, I got the tracking number. But I thought it was weird it was going to Games Workshop. So I had it redirected to you guys. Games Workshop did not question that a package going to them and a tracking number given to a customer. They didn't question it. So they just redirected the package. So now we have 6 HP docking stations, and this person's like, where the hell is my order?
It's like I'm sure they'll want that back. 'Cause, I mean, that's like
Yeah.
Like-
I mean,
over $1,000 of docking stations in that box.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just worried that they're gonna fight with shipping and everything. Be like,
Oh,
well,
no.
ship it to us.
No.
they'll tell you to ship it to them, and then they'll provide you a shipping label.
Yes, I already told the customer to do that. But he's like, I didn't even think about it. I thought they just did a mistake. And I'm like, the package wasn't even coming from Games Workshop to a Games Workshop. That should have been your first indication. But things happen.
Yeah, I purchased parts on eBay Bits because I jacked up my Invicta, and I bought them from a company in Georgia that I have bought small bits for modding or whatever, or I lost bit A and need bit A, and they're really good at shipping them out the same day.
All right,
They're very good, and I get them within 3 days.
that's it. I'm grabbing my airbrush.
Had enough, huh?
Well, it's like I've already used probably like 3 times as much paint as I would have if I just used my airbrush. And as you can see, I didn't even cover one side of it.
You still have a lot to go. But yeah, this time, and I also ordered a shipment of things from Canada that I did. The shipment from Canada showed up before the shipment from Georgia. by like a week. It took exactly 7 working days for the Canadian shipment to show up. From one from Georgia to one from
I had
I know the US are still having issues getting packages out because they're trying to get caught up after the storm. Like, I know with my previous job, like, we had PCs shipped all throughout the US, and literally we hit a point where they're like, no, just go reorder the PC from somewhere else. Like, just count it as lost, and we'll tell the new hire to ship them back.
Yep.
Because, like, some of these PCs, like, we had to ship from, like, say, California to the East Coast, because it was the only place that had that that PC.
Right.
And they're like, just get a loaner shipped. Because it's just taking too long to cross the US.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been having issues getting replacements and all sorts of stuff, and one of our higher level managers, after pear-shaped to begin with today, called to yell at me because one of my techs wouldn't replace his laptop. I'm like, okay, what happened? It wouldn't boot up. Okay, what really happened? I don't know. So I called my tech and I'm like, what's going on? He goes, it sloshes. Because it sloshes. He's like, it's got the set to get it. He says, I'm not opening it up.
I don't blame him.
Okay, give it to the asset guy and make him open it.
That's right.
And the asset guy that called me after it was on ceremony dumped on his desk and called the other to discuss it. He's actually fine. He goes, it has coffee.
No wonder it won't turn on.
He goes, it has enough coffee that you can shake it. It sounds like an extra.
Wow.
I was like, he goes, no, it's not. So he actually cracked
Well, I
open
think
the
I
case.
Did I just hear an ID10T error joke?
Yep. We call him Sue.
Guys, leave me alone.
Yeah, we started using If you had come up with a new acronym, people would buy something. But yeah, so I talked to my manager, about something about what do you think we should do? Like,
Give him an extra.
tell him once he works with that for a good 2 months, we'll upgrade him to crayons.
That's right. Make him earn it back.
The tech guys are so smart. Like, I worked at Honeywell, and I was part of the new hire logistics department, so I helped get PCs to new hires. I have had times where the managers will tell the new hires to call me to run the tech that set up their PCs. All I do is order the PC and get it in the tech, and make sure that tech ships it out before they leave.
Yeah, you're just dispatch.
And what do I do to fix it? Because I heard that you're the tech that's I'm like, not your tech. Well, can you get me in contact with the tech? I'm like, I can ask the tech to call you. Well, can you just connect me to them? No, because I don't work even at the same site as them. Your PC was set up in Arizona, you're in New York, and I'm in Illinois.
So, no. Short,
Like-
short answer. No.
Yeah, like, it's kind of kind of like, I'm like, I can't, I don't know what this tech is doing, or if they're busy, or what's going on. Well, connect me to them.
And see, that was the problem with that. We literally moved back to our data center. Prior to that, we had been kicked out of our data center for other personnel. So we sat amongst the people.
Oh God.
And after I was,
That's where my 2 weeks comes out.
well, another person and I were in charge of the help desk, and I was the hammer. I didn't tolerate this because I was very nice, but I didn't tolerate it. And I was told that I got moved to a different position. I worked there for a couple of years, and then I was brought back to fix the help desk. Yeah, first person walked up to our desk. I have a problem. I asked them, "Do you have a ticket?" No. Call in? No. Go away.
Pretty much.
For the first 2 weeks I was put back in charge, I roamed all of my guys' help desk, basically like a guard dog. And people would walk up to me, I'd stop them, I'd do it. Call it in, you have a ticket? No. Go away. Call it in, get a ticket? No.
Yeah. Hey, I need X fixed. Okay.
No, I'm contacting you.
Like, and then other things they won't contact me. So, I was also part of the special team of HR's PCs because they had to be processed a certain way. So we had to make sure they were processed correctly and everything. So, I one time had one set up. 2 weeks later, I was told that their VPN hasn't been working since they got home. And they've tried everything. They contacted everyone. I'm like, oh. Well, I wish you had emailed us. I had it up within 20 minutes because I escalated it to our VPN team, which they don't have contact.
Right. And they're not supposed to have.
No, especially since like there's 2 separate VPN teams. There's one that does the general processing, which can take up to 2 months, and we can reach out directly to a specific one that only handles our setup VPNs for new hires. It's like 3 people, and we can email them, and they'll push it through.
Yep.
Did they think to email us or call us? No.
Of course not. Because that makes sense. It's what I told my guys. I'm like, look, you don't have, because they were, our guys were completely screwing everything up. They're like, oh, well, just call NetOps, just call server. No. That's what you monkeys are getting paid for.
Yeah. And with the whole pandemic thing, it's so funny because of what people are trying to get around. I had another new hire who claimed he did not receive his PC. So I pulled up tracking that was signed for by him. And he was adamant he didn't receive his PC. So I contacted FedEx and they sent me the picture of the signature. Because they have to verify with all of their PCs so that we can verify it's a new hire. So I'm like, well, so I contacted HR and I'm like, well, he said you signed for it, but we'll get a new one sent out to you. Delivered, and he claimed he didn't have it for 4 days. Which pushed out his start date almost 2 months. And they're constantly messaging me, where's the PC? And I'm like, he has it. He signed for both of them. And suddenly the first PC showed up. His neighbor had it. I'm like, so his neighbor
Hey, don't give away my
Or
secret
your
place.
boyfriend, or your boyfriend grades your job
Well, yeah. In the list of problems. Okay, if you insist.
You see what I deal with? You see what I deal with.
Okay. Okay. I'm married. I know better than argue with females. I have a wife, a daughter, and a female dog. I am
Oh
outvoted.
my god, you are outnumbered.
The sad part is, the dog votes with me. Like, my wife will start harping about something, my dog immediately gets off her chair or whatever, comes over and, like, sits right beside me and leans against my leg. I got you.
Yeah, no, all the dogs, including the dog that come out here and enjoy with me, side with Jesse.
We trained them well.
I do what I can.
Like, my dog even prefers to cuddle with you. He's my goddamn dog.
I don't know what to tell you. I didn't write the rules.
But yeah, it's funny. My dog, the last couple of days, every time I get stressed or irritable, like my dog knows she comes in with a toy, sits down, looks at me like, play with me, it'll be better.
Just play with me. Everything will be okay.
Yeah, and oddly enough, it kind of is.
Dogs tell their emotions.
It's like after 10 minutes, it's like, okay, she goes really down. It's like, oh,
Now, if we can just teach your dog to push models across the table.
instead of making
Well, I mean, that's one way to get rid of chaos.
Oh, don't get me started, please.
Hey,
Jesse.
Dustin, you remember all those Death Guard you bought?
You remember Morty? How pretty it was?
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Good card.
What about him?
Oswald.
What about him? Oh. Yeah. So we had some Outriders come in. And one of the pieces hit the floor. We didn't realize it, and dog chewed it up. Yep, I'm sitting here debating on it. So we took one. And we had, it was like, what, 6 or 7 Outriders?
Like 6 or 7.
So we just took a part off of another one and casted it quick.
Yeah,
No-
because
no one was
like,
the
it
wiser.
It was the part where you like pull off another one and no one would notice. It was one of the vent covers, so there's only 2 per box. So if you wanted to replace it, you had to buy a whole new box. So we were like, what do we do? What do we do? And Jesse just looks at me like, cast it. We have more, cast it.
So I don't own all this resin for nothing.
I mean, that's the best reason to have resin and stuff sitting around. Stuff like
Oh, your dog ate your model? Okay, I got you.
that. I can make bits up here. Now, I will say that the last couple of times Sydney and I have played, the dog will come down and lay down in her little couch thing, and she has absolutely zero interest if dice hit the floor, models hit the floor, buildings hit the floor. She's like, yeah, whatever, you woke me up.
So how dare you?
Yeah,
This is a 45-minute nap.
I swear to God, I thought you were about to say this is a 45 Honda.
Not quite. Not quite. Okay, now I think I'll start dry brushing again. Nope, I lied. Don't listen to me, people. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing with colors. Sometimes.
I'm not getting
You sure? I'm pretty sure I can find you a 50-foot pole somewhere.
I tell people my mama only raised one dumb child. He was 9 years old.
Yeah. This is kind of nice. People aren't staring at the back of my head. Yeah, if you notice, Chuck, I'm still playing with my UI. I'm trying to figure out how I actually want it.
I'm gonna ask you, are you supposed to be staring at the back of your head?
No, I just always notice that. Like a stream, I have my face and stuff on there, but usually I'm mostly painting, so you're just staring at like the top of my head, forehead, 95% of the time. So I'm trying to figure that.
Head, forehead.
Yeah, the top of the head and the forehead are two different things.
Honey, no. Never mind.
I knew what he meant, so.
I know what he meant too, but I just was wondering if he
You
got
you
it.
know they cut my sandwich rations down. I had to start eating the paint.
I did not put your sandwich rations down.
But now she's going to. If you accuse her of it, it will then happen.
Poxwalkers.
There's always silver linings. It's the nature of Foxwalker.
You're the one that's gonna have to deal with them, Chuck.
You know, if you keep reminding me of this, I may not like doing it. Just saying. I know this. With all those stupid rules of, oh, you got a multi-wound weapon? Haha, I only take one. Gotta petition Games Workshop to give me a Thor shot from orbit.
There you go. Oh God. Is it Devin? Yeah, it's Devin.
Loose the hounds.
Who else would it be?
My other brother,
He doesn't know the passcode to our house.
unless somebody told him.
I did not.
Doesn't mean my little brother did.
I didn't.
No one asked you. Stay out of this, Devin.
I don't know. If you're going to accuse him of stuff, I think he should be allowed to defend himself.
Who asked you, Chuck? I'm just kidding.
No one, but I'm, you know, this is one I decided to use.
Oh, okay. How do I want to approach the shading on this guy? With a brush, it's going to be messy. Airbrush is just going to tint. But then again, I'm going to be going back over it with a dry brush.
Oh, I hear from your brother upstairs. Yes, Kit Kat bar. This is a cat. Yeah, I was at him to feed him.
Alright. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to take my good old friendly art grax here. It says to use Nuln Oil, but screw the rules. It's a tan. I use brown on tan, not black.
That's it, Jesse. Stick it to me. Don't let Games Workshop tell you this.
Next thing I know, they're knocking on my door.
Excuse me. we
HP
understand
boxes.
that too. Would not honestly surprise me if BW had their own version of Men in Black. Excuse me, sir. We heard you make some disparaging remarks. Could you please look right here?
Good morning, sir. We're from the Inquisitorial Squad.
Yeah, that's the one you would say. Let's go to sleep. His joke amongst the body. Oh, it's fixed. Except in 40K, everybody.
Well, something fucked up happened. Was it chaos or was it the Inquisition?
Yeah.
To both.
It's funny because in our Wrath and Glory days, we blame the Inquisition for everything because they hired us. So.
I mean, that makes sense.
And Dustin's a really cool GM about it, especially for people who go back to it.
Rise and slander.
Not
It's a
having
trap.
pizza on the stove. No pizza. No pizza. You're still in trouble. Avoid him.
Yeah, the other thing I wanted the sceneries for is for the pictures. Because now I can put them actually in an environment.
I did.
Yeah, I didn't even really think about it until after we bought it. Kendall was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, we can use it for this." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, you're right. That's totally why I bought it."
That's totally why I bought it, and not because I saw it.
Not because I saw it, I wanted it, but now I can use it for this and it's a business card.
Yep, and that's exactly what happened. If anybody asks you, just deny it. Deny everything.
There's no company to deny everything and counter accusation.
Now I just.
I always want wolves. That's my secret.
While we were also at here, while we were at the store, they already have the Logan Grimnar. Logan Grimnar.
No, the one on his chariot.
One on his
Yeah.
chariot that Jesse really wants.
Well,
They just happen to have one already on order. I'm like, alright, it's already called for.
what's the point of having all the wolves without no chapter master?
I don't have a reserve. I have one of these old stores.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
But I do have one
Yep, I need that one too. I can get one. Yeah, you've already helped me way enough with the priests. You said you sent what? A rune priest and a iron priest?
a rune priest and a wolf priest.
Okay, so I just need an iron priest then.
Yeah, I have to say, after seeing the new Primaris one, not really fond of the old wolf. I'm not fond of the wolf one. They're just not by me.
Yeah, did they make a new iron priest for the Primaris?
Yeah, the only new Primaris
Yep, which he's behind me in a box. Do you really want to count them? Because yeah, I forgot that special Space Wolves team they came out with that are Psyker Hunters, which are basically like Reavers. That's basically it with a couple of cosmetics.
Yeah, they're essentially Reavers with a few more bits.
Yeah.
A few more bits.
It's like I'm not really that excited to paint Space Wolves until they start making Primaris look like the actual Space Wolf models, like the Blood Claws and Grey Hunters and stuff like that, where they got wolf pelts everywhere, Eyes of Rust everywhere, Fenris etched everywhere.
We have that combat control. Like all the normal Marines are just normal.
Yeah, they're just
space
intercessors.
Yeah, they're blue intercessors.
Yep, that's all they
Yeah.
are.
Like the two special units in there have like the wolf pelts and everything, like their Weeder and the 10-man, but other than that, there's nothing wolfy about them. I mean, you can add talismans, but it's like
Yeah, they're still intercessors with something just glued on.
Yep.
Hey, I will be right back. I have to go do nightly dog patrol, so give me
Okay.
like 5 minutes.
All right, we'll be here. Wazadaka Red.
I love that I can bother you while I'm upstairs. I hope that's okay.
Nope, totally not. Let that be known.
You're just happy I'm not screaming down the stairs at you.
Yeah, don't do that. Okay, this isn't the Big Bang Theory, and you're not Sheldon's or what's his face's mom.
I know who you're talking about. It's bad I've never actually watched an episode of Big Bang Theory, and I actually know who you're talking about.
No.
Thanks, Facebook.
All right, let's see what this looks like. Some Wazadaka goodness here.
Lazadaka. I did not know we had that bright of a red.
It's really not that bright.
It may just be your camera.
Yep. That's why working on a budget for a new one for streams, because it's quite a bit off no matter how I adjust it. I actually got the mounts for my studio lights too to come over here finally, so I can get proper lighting over here. Yeah, that was a good call. This is definitely a good dry brush stage. Because then I can leave the recesses darker automatically, because my airbrush will catch them. And it'll take away some of that natural shadows.
I hope he's appreciative. I'm even getting all the screw marks off.
Well, I'm sure he will be. He's a good dude.
I'm going through and cleaning them up and everything. Feeling there's more boxwalkers.
There's like 20 to 40 of them. I can't remember.
We just put together 8.
Yeah, and I already had like 10 put together. There's still another couple down here.
Oh, because there's another page. So if you brought up 10, I have the last 2 as well. Ow! I love how stuff doesn't hurt until you actually notice it's there.
That's my secret. Just don't notice it's there. Look away.
Well, I just had a piece of plastic sticking out of my thumb. Not my thumb, my finger.
Okay. So now I need yet another color. What we got here? Maybe some Wild Rider red, which is like an orange red. Yeah, let's give that a whirl. We'll see what that does. This will probably be a good actual edge highlight for this.
I actually may have all of these built tonight.
for a few minutes, and he goes back to dry brush.
Right?
I was lost without you, Chuck. I didn't know what to do.
Well, when in doubt, dry brush.
Yep.
But yeah, to continue our conversation, there's actually a couple of people around here I've met that also play wolves or have played wolves.
Yeah.
They're pretty much of the same opinion we are, and it is that there is not enough for a chapter who is known to have wolf pelts and be distinctive like that. There's just not enough stuff out there for Primaris Marines.
Agreed.
And we would just rather play with our firstborn Marines and have a firstborn Marine army than a doing Primaris Marines.
Yep.
Still is not.
But we also know how GW works, and it won't be long. Because Space Wolf's a very popular chapter. So,
I would actually suspect probably this codex.
well, I have the supplement, but it's not a full codex.
Well, I mean the one. I'm going to guess that they're going to bring another codex out for them in 9th, and I would guess it's at that point we may see more bits.
It makes sense.
I would hope so. I will say that the one thing about Iron Hands is they have like one character.
Pharaohs?
And that, yeah, that's it. And I understand GW's thing. Well, you can name them whatever you want. Okay, fine. That's Bullet Stopper number 1, Bullet Stopper number 2.
Yeah.
Everyone want my attention.
But you know, with the wolves, and even especially with Ultramarines, you can't swing a stick without hitting a named character. So,
You're not kidding.
you know, I mean, to a degree, the Blood Angels are like that. Not to as big a degree, but they still have a decent amount of named characters as well.
Yeah, I don't think any of them have been updated yet for Primaris, though.
Yeah.
Have
There's a couple, like Mephiston's
Mephiston.
Primaris.
Oh, the one that we've been getting recently?
Yep.
These are Primaris?
Yeah,
Didn't realize.
Mephiston's
I'm
Primaris.
dumb.
He crossed the Rubicon.
My bad.
I don't think Dante did.
No, Dante hasn't
I
yet.
don't think Dante would.
You say this.
Yeah.
It's not up to Dante, it's up to GW.
True.
It's not up to Dante. It's up to the Lords of the Imperium, otherwise known as GW in the 40th century.
Yes.
But
War
yeah,
wise, I don't think GW wise, they probably.
They'll either do that or they'll eventually replace them. Because, I mean, if they want to keep their lore canon, which I don't think they really care about. I mean, because they're not making any more firstborns. They're all eventually being phased out, aren't they not?
correct. Though they said that, and I've seen.
They were attacked by the 40k fanboys.
Well, that was GW's own stupidity shooting themselves in the foot with that.
Completely agree.
You know, oh, the firstborn, look, here are the Primaris, 2 wounds, you know, this, that, the other. Oh, I want those instead, which, even as a player, I looked at it and went, really? Why wouldn't you want to play with them?
Exactly.
But then, little brain cell spoke up in the back and went, but sir, you know they're going to retcon the other ones. And I went, oh, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I just saw all the new Primaris stuff and I was like, ooh, shiny. Where's my wolves?
Yeah.
And then one of the first packs they released for them is your wolves. But just not with
Yeah. No. They're just rebranded standard Marines is all they are.
with Ragnar.
Yeah.
With Ragnar. Ragnar's the only one that got an update, and he's the only one that's pretty true to his original armor. He still has all his original markings, just moved to Primaris armor.
Yeah, it's just bigger. But yeah, and you know, everybody around here that I talk to, Dustin, some of the other people I talk to, you know, everybody's pretty much agreed that, you know what, eventually they're just going to say, yes, the firstborn have died out. Everybody is now a Primaris, which is the standard. If you want to use your old Marines, you can, but they have to stand in as Primaris.
Which is fucked up.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that means they'd all have to die out, and some of these characters have been around for a long time.
I mean,
But I'm sure they'll cross all the main heroic characters through the Rubicon and all that stuff to Primaris. Why do I want brass? Do I want brass or do I want Balthazar?
Because the new brass we just got is the full color.
Yeah, I don't know if it's dark enough for my liking for this though.
Oh no, it's very bright brass. It's a pretty brass, but it's really, really bright. I used it on that board. I'm just waiting for you to do your part, and then I'll get those finished up.
Lies and slander. See, now theirs is... I don't like when I look at GW's pictures and they look better than mine.
okay. Well, I look at it and go, okay, but same token, they probably paid someone 3 times what you got paid who does nothing but that 24 hours a day.
This is true.
And also, I have seen pictures plus miniatures in person that you have painted for me and went, wow, those look a lot better than GW.
See, now that's just
Oh, now you're
flattery.
just
That'll
gonna-
just get you everywhere.
About to say you're just now inflating his ego.
No, sorry, I don't do that. It's just, it's the truth as I know it. I look at those and I go, those should be in a White Dwarf because those are just as nice as some of the stuff that the GW guys put out.
Well, I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
You know, they are. I don't inflate egos. Sorry. I'm an equal opportunity butthead. Trust me.
Alright. See, I just did all this dry brushing and now I want to wash it. I'm so inconsistent. Alright, let's see here. Red wash.
Do it.
Do
'Cause
I
now
need
I'm
to
going to
send you
start.
the meme? Do I need to send you the meme?
Do me.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Every time I ask Dustin if I should do something, I've stopped asking him because that's what I get.
Just do it.
On.
Because, you know, all of my friends, I was having trouble. I'm like, do I build the drop pod? Do I build the incursor? Or do I build a unit of 5 intercessors? I got 1 vote for each on my Discord from my friends. And then I get Dustin who says, why not all 3?
So then there's a vote for everything, and you're like,
So what you're telling me, Dustin's an enabler.
there
Oh,
we go.
yes, he is. He is.
That's what I was trying to find. But Jesse won't see it till later.
That's it. He can snicker later. Our friend Eric is even worse. Eric, where Dustin is blatant, do it, and wants to enable it. Eric is much more. I don't want to call it sneaky because that has a bad connotation, but that's kind of what it comes down to. He's much more subtle.
He's got more tact.
Yeah. You know. But I've also known Eric since college, so like 30-some years, so I can spot that as well as his BS whenever he starts, especially in the game. I've been his DM for way many years, and you know, he'll look at me and smile, just like, "Yep, here it comes. I'll just go sit back, entertain me."
See, now that's better in my eyes.
I like that much better.
Like, it's helping blend all these colors together and making it a little bit more rich.
Okay, so
It was
it's
a little bland for
Malignant
my liking.
Bigcaster. Couldn't figure out what one of these models were.
I know it's just scenery, but that's just
Well-
it's the painter in me. It's like,
But
nope,
it's-
I can do better.
Well, I was looking at it, and I'm like, okay, so if that's been sitting out in the Arizona desert, that's perfect. But I'm like, that's probably not what he's going for.
No, I have some
Yeah, that
rust streaks and stuff like that. I'm going to be adding to it, and
that looks much better.
I'm so confused.
I just do not like how, like, yeah, these dents are here and you can see them, but they should be darker.
No idea what bottle this is. I just got handed a half-empty sprue and was like, put this together. But
We-
what is it?
What are you talking about?
Death Guard Ward of Contagion. Found it.
Oh yeah, she's putting Dustin's Death Guard together for him. Because I didn't want to send my instruction. I still need to put all the other Marines and stuff together. So I was like, you know what? We'll just put them together and send them that way. That way he
I'm
gets...
sitting up here playing video games. I'm putting Death Guard together because I'm playing a turn-based video game.
I'm old school. I like campus. You don't have to have 100%.
Yes.
You could do other stuff. Multitasking.
I grew up playing Shining Force on the original Sega Genesis. Like when I was sick, my mother would pull out the Sega Genesis. We would chill on my little pop-up TV in my room, and we would just play that for hours. I was actually talking to her recently. I'm like, you know, there's a third one, either third or fourth one in the series. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, there was one that was released in Japan for the Sega Dreamcast that no U.S. never got. She's like, I need it. I'm like, Mom, it's all in Japanese. I need it. Like, I know, so do I.
So something just occurred to my slow brain cells.
Yes,
You have a 3D printer, Jesse. So,
we do.
well, no.
We don't have just one.
Well, it depends. We have one resin printer.
Fair enough. I do have a second Y'all Stormcaller in Terminator armor.
Okay, I'm
but
listening.
He's missing his staff and his hands. And I'm thinking,
Oh, that's no
just
good.
Google searching, you could probably find that and print it.
True. Or
Or
I can take your other one and take his arm off and cast it.
yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Or I can send you my completed one along with the missing one. You can tear the arms off because it's one of those models where both hands and the staff are one piece.
Okay.
Because he's, if I remember right, he's either like holding it in front of his face or above his head or something.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, I could send you both pieces in this box with the other piece. I'll have to tear it open. That's okay. And
The good news is if I ruin the paint job on it, just paint it quick.
well, yeah, I mean, one, not too worried about it. You tear it apart, something happens. Okay, make two. That's all you can make a casting.
Yeah, I would use slow cure resin, slow cure silicone for that. Not like the original one we did where I used.
Well, that was kind of the
it
neatest
cured
speed.
in 30 minutes.
But yeah, so yeah, I'll do that. I'll send those. I'll send those as well. And whenever you guys are done with my iron hands, just tossing it back in and send it all back at once.
Speaking of your Iron Hands,
Oh,
that Gravis captain that we have here,
yes.
do you want us to do anything with him?
Sure.
I mean, you're being nice enough to send me all this stuff. I can at least paint a Gravis captain for you. I'd say that's a fair trade.
Upgrade him to.
Just to whatever what. No, just whatever you want him to be.
I mean,
I mean, he's sending me models here, so it's just how do you want him painted?
black and silver.
So you want him as an Iron Hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what he was planning on.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Because right now, again, we just had this conversation. As much as I love my wolves, not really gonna do much with it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jesse doesn't know that I've talked to you about all the color schemes.
You know,
Forgot about that.
the funny thing is, if I would have known that, and this was going to be the ultimate destiny for this Gravis Captain, I would have basically left him alone because he was already painted as an elite with black armor. He just had red pauldrons and a red cape because he was one of my custom chapter, which my night prowlers.
Okay.
But then I stripped him because I was going to make him into something else, and then he's kind of just sat there since.
If only we had known.
I mean, for him, I forgot he had a cape.
And he got a big old cape.
Sorry, why did I get into 40K? What are the models that brought me into 40K back in 1990, whatever? The Terminators, the big chunky boys.
Oh, good old termies.
So honestly, yeah, you show me Gravis armor, I'm like, oh, chunky boys.
Yep. That's
Chunky
when I saw them, I'm like, there's the new termies.
Yeah, essentially they are, because they get their extra wound and they just don't have any bone stones. But yeah,
Like, I'm really excited to work on yours, and there's another one that's coming in that I'm actually excited to do. This person, he's colorblind. He only sees in black and white, and he wants us to do Tor Gerar or something like that in all yellow. Yes, in all the yellow, and he has another custom model. It was a limited edition. Only Games Workshop stores
Yeah,
got
it was
it.
like the Cachetan Sergeant or something like that.
Cachetan Colonel.
oh, I was gonna say they did the Colonel and they did the Sergeant.
It was
one that
the
looked like
Colonel.
that does. Okay.
And he wants us to do that, and he's like, I'm trusting you guys, like, from what I've heard, like, because he showed us to his friends, because he can't see,
Right.
like, everything's black and white for him, and all of his friends like, no, if you're gonna send them there. So he's like so excited, and I can't wait to do them for him, because it's we're helping him. Like,
Right.
he can't see them.
And I get to do a level 4 in yellow armor. So my first level 4 for a client, and of course it has to be yellow.
Sorry.
That's my own doing.
Oh no, I'm thinking. I'm quickly going through my backlog of minis, and that Logan Grimnar I have, I think, is either all bear or just primed.
Yeah.
And like, I could see him being a big level because he's the chapter master.
Yep, that's when I go all out with the contrasting and all that good stuff. Basically, I use every technique I know how to do.
So back to the Gravis Captain.
Okay.
Because I've been thinking while we've been talking. The standard black and silver. But
Okay.
Can we make his cloak? And I'm gonna let you guys choose the color of like gray.
All right, so gray. All right.
Mainly because from everything I've read, that's kind of what their plan it is. It has volcanoes. I'm thinking grayish ash, things like that.
Okay.
Oh, that would be cool to do.
Because I really don't like what they've done in 8th or 9th edition to the Iron Hands, because they've changed it from black and silver to black and white, and I'm like, color colors. I'm not running Templars. I'm running.
Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me sitting here thinking about it. Like why they would go from like silver makes sense, iron hands, metallics.
Oh, and yes, while I'm thinking of it,
Yes.
the right glove or pauldron, if you want to call it, the right hand, needs to be painted silver.
This is a common.
They're marking.
Yeah.
They're marking.
No, the hand on their physical right hand.
Yep.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's holding a glove or whatever. Those need to be painted silver because that's the
Initiation
symbol
hand.
for the Iron Hands. Yeah, that's their initiation.
That shit gets
they
lopped
stand-
off.
Their hand.
They stand there, recite whatever they've been taught to recite, and they put their hand on the block and chunk. Here's your metallic one.
Well, welcome to the Grimdark.
Yeah. They call them the Iron Hands, the Space Wolves. I haven't found a chapter yet called the Pink Hands.
Yep.
Don't tempt my sister.
Oh
I-
no, you showed me the
Pepto Bismol Marine.
yeah, you showed me that one. That was a little scary.
This needs to hurry up and dry.
So yeah, I meant to tell you that because I was like, last time we were talking, I'm like, I know I've forgotten to tell her something.
Poggers. What's up, Alex?
Yeah, no, probably message me that. I have the attention span of a goldfish sometimes. Or even just message it to me in Discord. I assume that was you messaging me in Discord.
Nope, it wasn't.
Okay.
I'm going old school.
Okay, so that's my other nerd.
Hey, thanks, Slothhound. Slothbound. Apologies for that. Alex, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Alright, so obviously this red's going to take a minute to dry. That's what I get for using so much shade.
But it looks a lot better.
Oh, it
Are
looks a
you
lot
having
better.
fun though?
Oh, I'm having fun. You know I'm going to have to dry brush this again, too, right? Bring back my highlights here a little bit. But I want to get some silver in here. And just because I can... Let's see, which one? Which one do I want to use? Lead Belcher or Iron Hand Steel?
Yes.
Yes.
If you're going for dark and grimy and been there a while, Wet Belcher.
Well, it's too late. I already got Iron Hands on the palette. I've gone too far.
Queen?
So, hey guys, what do you think I should use? Never mind, I'm gonna do what I want.
see,
Got it.
see, Chuck picks it up.
This is the story of my life.
You know, I've been hearing that a lot from you two tonight.
What's that?
This is the story of my life.
Oh, we drive each other insane. Yes, hello, baby girl. You know mommy's still mad at you, right? You snapped at your brother.
You can have a
It's not
cookie.
okay.
Only if you bring me a cookie.
I don't know. Have you worked hard enough to earn a cookie?
That's like a bonus for me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Says
that,
the
that,
man
that's a
who said they
huge
go get pizza.
that's a huge upgrade from my usual sandwich.
Says the man who sent me to go get pizza, but he was already out.
I mean, did you enjoy your pizza?
Oh, wait up. You can go outside. And yes, I did enjoy my pizza.
I was just gonna say, and suddenly we didn't get an answer to that.
I mean, I know I have a short attention span, but damn.
Oh, I gotta love dry brushing when it actually works the way it's supposed to.
So here's a question for you. With the Death Guard, is there any that you didn't fully put together?
Yep.
Okay, I think all the other parts are here for you.
They should be. They should all be in that box. Like, there was like... I think it was like the leader of that box I didn't put together. He has like a big old scythe.
I have one with an axe, but not a scythe.
No, yeah, you're right. It's an axe. It's been a while since I've looked at the,
Death Guard Ward of Contagion.
Yep, that guy.
That's literally who I'm putting together, but I also have another chess piece. But not enough legs. Oh wait, no, I have enough legs. So who the heck are you?
The world may never know.
And this is what makes me snicker about Death Guard, unlike a normal Marine. You can grab 5 of those guys and go, it doesn't matter who gets plopped together.
Yeah, pretty much.
Besides, blame Dustin.
Oh, I always blame Dustin.
Oh, especially now. Blame us. Also, hello, people. Why didn't I just use the?
Yeah, he showed me the next model that he's eventually going to send me.
Uh-oh.
Maybe one of these days he'll send me something small again.
What's the next thing he's sending you?
Is that Typhus?
Nope. That's on the list too.
Okay.
It was, oh god, it was like the Forgotten King or something like that for the Necron. He eventually wants to do for like his showpiece.
Oh, the Silent King?
Yeah, that one.
He just wants to keep taking up your big bad Saturdays.
I mean, I'm fine with this.
No, he just wants to put down big models that are going to make me cry.
This is also true.
Also possible.
No matter what army he has, Ultramarines, Death Guard, now Krons. I don't have enough armies with big centerpiece models. I'm going to have to go buy a Titan.
Well, you see. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate it, man. I wonder if that's Trevor.
Oh, wait, who? Sweetie, that's someone from our raid group.
Is it?
Can I have a cardboard cutout?
Oh, is that in the other chat? I can only see the,
No, your donation. It literally popped up on your screen. Can I have a cardboard cutout?
Oh, God. They found me.
Oh,
It was Podgy, wasn't it?
well, they scream poggers. He doesn't know. Can I have a cookie? Those are our raid members.
Great. Chuck, I've been found, man. From our Final Fantasy 14 raid group.
Well, we knew this would happen one day, so
Yeah, can only hide for so long.
in approximately 30 minutes, 3 guys are going to show up in a van. Don't
Yeah.
question it.
Jesse was never heard from again.
Yeah, you'll be relocated to a new city, with a new identity.
But as soon as I saw that pop up, I'm like, wait a second.
This silver should look a lot better once we get some null on it. Oh, here we go again.
Yes. It says, imagine playing ass, am I right?
Yeah. Podgy, what am I gonna do with you, dude?
So you don't need to donate to talk.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go in here, Chuck, get all these broken pipes. I'm gonna do those in silver too, and then I'm gonna get with like a heavy black wash to bring all of that detail back.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
He says he's thinking like he's asking your opinion, but we already know he's planned this.
Well, that's why I'm just agreeing with him. It staves off the inevitable.
God damn it.
And with that comment, I know I'm right.
It's too poor to donate. All right, Podgy, I believe you.
I
Yeah,
hate it.
dude, Peyton, I swear to God. Senator Kendall was telling me about that. Chuck, it's the package we were talking about earlier with the docking stations.
Right.
Dude, I feel so bad for you, dude. I mean, WTF? Like, who does that? Like, of all the things that they could have missed sent, because like when Kendall's sitting there sending that to me to work, I was like sitting there thinking like, okay, we got some random ass models or something, you know. I was like, ooh, maybe there's something good in there, you know. No, we got computer parts from GW. Of all the things you could get from GW, we got computer parts.
You know, that number actually is not.
It's pretty close.
So, you sure it wasn't from like Gaming Warehouse instead of?
No, it
Games
definitely
Workshop?
said Games Workshop.
That is funny. I'm sorry.
Because we did confirm it with Peyton. He called them to have it redirected. Because that's the tracking number they gave him. Are you serious?
They lost the other one.
Oh yeah. They lost his first order with the bikes that were supposed to be showing up, and that's when he called because they were gonna replace it. And didn't you like redirect that package here or something like that? Oh God.
So,
Here we go, and it begins. What's up, scared? You in Boja or something? Being
that-
stalked.
no, that is not a pee bottle.
Who's?
I
Oh, that is a wash bottle full of windshield wiper cleaner because it actually works better than airbrush cleaner, surprisingly enough. And you get a
Yes.
gallon for $3 compared to like 32 or 20 whatever ounces for $20.
So Peyton, I was thinking about it, and honestly, what I think is like for your tracking number, I think they just switched to shipment. So they probably received your order, and then their order went to us. So they probably just mixed up the tracking numbers.
Chuck, I think I need some gold in here.
was thinking gold or brass for some types.
Texas. But it wasn't going to Texas. It was going to Tennessee.
Like, I could redo that tank there in brass. It's got that nice curve, and it's got the dents in it.
Right.
And then maybe, like, because it's got, like, these cross fittings here at the bottom, maybe that in brass, too.
Yeah, that's what I've done with a couple of my tanks that have pipes like that. Right.
Because, like,
Gold and red.
Alright.
now I'm really curious because on the package it said it was going to Tennessee. Yeah, it says Tennessee. Like underneath yours, the label behind it says it was going to. That's so freaking.
Hash Hut Copper. Never used this color yet.
I made
don't-
Jesse get me a bunch of new metallics. Oh, I was painting Death Guard, and I'm like, I don't have any of the colors I need.
I don't know. I think I'd call up GW and say, hey, I have $1,000 worth of docks. Is it worth a Titan?
Yeah. I think
I'll trade you.
better give
I
me
think it's
better
Games
give me
Workshop.
2 Titans for that.
Because I'm pretty sure it was Games Workshop being shipped, so
Yeah, you
probably
could
what
get
happened.
The big Titan with all the guns, though.
Yeah.
The Warlord? Is that the top
The
tier?
Warlord Titan, the biggest one, it's like
Yeah.
$1,200 or something.
Well, see, there you go.
You know,
I have your docks. I'll take a Titan to JH.
I'd take a Thunderhawk too, actually. That'd be pretty
Yeah,
cool to sit on my top of like my display case.
Yeah, the thing with the Warlord Titans, though, is you have to order all the pieces individually.
Yeah, I
No,
saw
no.
that, but
So you order the body, but it doesn't. I was watching a stream, and a guy ordered it because it was this big blowout, and they're opening. They're like, "Where's the head?"
oh yeah, they forgot to order the
The
head
head.
for it. Like they ordered everything else.
But there was no head, and they're like, "I thought it would come with a head." And they flip the page, and there's it is all the heads, and they're like, "Are you serious?"
Yep, you gotta buy every stupid
Yeah.
piece.
Yeah, it is your worst nightmare to try to buy one of those models. That is
Yeah.
a model that you sit down at like 10 o'clock in the morning after you've had your coffee, after you're awake.
You mean with
With-
your coffee? I was so drink that one. Have that with my
Potato.
Sorry.
potato.
Potato.
Well, your second cup of coffee.
Right.
Second pot.
Yes.
But you know, if you make sure no one bothers you, no distractions, because yeah, if you have to order every single little part, I mean, that's insane. It's almost insane to me, to the point of going to a car dealership and saying, okay, I want to build a car.
Yeah, Peyton, I've noticed that too. Like, we had some models ordered, like, the 1st of January, and, like, late January, emailing them, like, is there an estimated time, like, this, that, and the other thing, and we didn't really get any updates. Like, eventually we just canceled and got them at our local game store.
Yeah, 'cause they finally got him in.
But Games Workshop's a little ridiculous right now. My parents ordered, and my uncle ordered stuff for Jesse for Christmas. They never, only one of their packages showed up. Which then my uncle was confused because my mother showed up first. My mother ordered hers 2 weeks after my uncle.
Alright. Before I go too much further with this gold, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to wash this down. Because that's just way too effing bright. I lost my Argrax again.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people complaining, a lot of it because of the whole Brexit situation. That, I mean, there are people in Ireland that I talked to that have ordered from GW, and it is literally across the channel.
You know, I didn't even think about that.
And it's taken like 3 months to get there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous.
And yeah, like he's saying about COVID as well, which again, I understand you have limited number of people in and everything, but yeah, it's getting a little ridiculous. A little insane.
Okay, for the record, Kendall, this is a bright-ass copper.
I told you it was bright.
It is, but it looks good with that wash.
It does. And I could always give it another wash if it's still a little too bright and tinge it back down a little bit.
I mean, they didn't even have the actual color that I needed for my Death Guard. For that one Death Guard.
Thanks, Scared.
Don't forget about our appointment later. Wink, wink.
Oh, crap. It is about that time, isn't it?
Yeah. It's 9 o'clock.
No wonder he's trying to get my attention. We're supposed to be playing video games with him. Alright.
9 o'clock now. We should say we start at 9.
Yep, because that's usually when my stream ends. So I'm just going to get this gold slapped on here quick, just because I want to. Gold. Copper, you know what I'm talking about here. Now then, I'll come join you here in a second, Scared. And then Chuck will probably be back on elf duty tomorrow.
Okay.
Because, you know, I have the whole forest of elves here.
Yeah, I can kind of see one or two of them there in the background.
Yep.
And throughout the day, if I can get a response from Josh, I will be doing Heavy Gear Blitz.
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye out for it, because God knows I'll be sitting here either sobbing quietly at my desk or glaring at my screen at work.
The ways of IT.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all dependent on I'm waiting for, like, I know he wants fluorescent pink, but the other colors I'm not 100% sure on.
Mhm.
So I'm just waiting for him to confirm. So I know this is for I believe his wife.
I believe you are correct from what I remember of the conversation in the stream.
All right, ladies and gents. As I've
Looks
been
good.
reminded, yeah, I have a previous engagement I got to attend to, so I'm going to leave this off here for tonight.
And I literally have 2 other pieces, and the Death Guard are done for.
Yep. We'll probably pick up tomorrow on a few of these elves that we have that we've done before. And then I'll probably fit this guy in here for a little bit more too, because I want to get that done. Don't go-
Yeah.
Thunder-
Can you
I'm
tell
sorry,
me
man.
remember I mean, y'all can blame Scared. Scared, we made a promise.
We did make a promise.
Okay, well, I will see you later. I will hop off because I don't want to be part of this.
Where's my cousin?
the sad part where everybody starts crying because I'm leaving.
Just in the arms of an angel starts playing.
It's like one of those commercials with all the dogs and cats that need a home, forever homes, and they like absolutely try to break your heart.
Hopefully we'll see you all tomorrow.
Yeah, same time tomorrow, guys.
y'all later.
Between 6-7 p.m. Central to 9. Have a good night, Chuck.
Depends on how big of a sandwich you get.
It all depends. Yep, that's right. Depends on how much they want to pay me tomorrow.
See ya.
See you guys.
Quarter of a sandwich.
Have a night. Have a good night, everyone.